Brings with it. 30 hertz straight up.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another wonderful episode of Lupus Has No Face, where we talk about real life, real struggle, and lupus and beyond. I am your host, Savannah Burks, and we have our lovely Dasani over here. She will be our guest today. How you doing,
Yes.
baby?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. I'm trying to talk through these Invisaligns. Every Wednesday I change them and my mouth be so tight. Mouth be tight. But we will be this will be part two of supporting the actress. If for those that have not been watching the last couple of seasons, please go to Lupus Has No Face podcast. Go ahead and watch it. I shine the light on Teddy TV. The Rise is what we're filming. So it's Black History Month, and what better way to do it in our own city. So yeah. So for those that do not know you, please introduce yourself and tell us how you got into the filming.
Well, I am Dasani, and I got into the filming through a friend. He told me that he think I would fit a role, and pretty much I just reached out to Teddy and I sent him a couple of my tapes of me acting, impromptu, and it just went from there,
Oh, it was just like that.
just like that.
That's dope. That's dope. How long have you been acting?
I would say probably for about because it was like off and on. Like when I was in like high school and middle school, I did like forensics and
Okay.
impromptu with that, with like speeches and stuff. So pretty much for a long time, I can't really give you an exact answer because, like I said, it was like a on and off thing. And then once I got older, I started doing skits for a friend of mine. So
And it
yeah,
took off from there.
it took off
The
from there.
skits always taking off.
Yeah,
Like you make that one good skit, it's you in the dough.
yeah.
But you just when you said you gave him your videos, I'll be watching you. You are very animated. Like you
Thank
are
you.
very fun to watch. Like if I'm in a bad mood or whatever it is, I can just watch you and I just be like, this girl is crazy. But you having fun with it, you cute, you just being you. And I
Yeah.
and I and that's who you are in real life, actually. So I love it.
Thank
Keep
you.
doing your thing because it takes a lot of confidence to get up there and do the stuff that you be doing. I was like, I'll be laughing, but I love it. I love your content. I really do love your content.
Thank you.
You're welcome. When you first read the script, what stood out to you emotionally about portraying a character connected to someone living with lupus?
Hmm. I would say having to. That's a good question. I mean, I would say I had a couple friends growing up with lupus actually, and seeing me being on this podcast was very inspiring to them. So it's nothing new because of a friend of mine I grew up with. She has lupus. I would just say just having to reintroduce it because again I was younger when my friend opened up to me about that, so it's like just having to just making sure I be very aware and not so much like careful. I'm saying like having to channel that calm energy how I was with her when I was younger. So I would say that's
Mm,
it. This is the calm emotion, just the calm tone, and trying to make sure that I don't be so, because I know I could be a lot. Like, so I be having to make sure I'm just calm and,
You are definitely you, and I always say I'm too much to do, but no, you're not. You're just enough. You're just enough. But that's pretty interesting. So if you can touch a little bit on that, if you are okay with that, like when first, how did you find out that your friend had lupus, and what was your reaction and your emotions to that?
well, I would say, how did I find out? I started noticing like her body changing like a lot. Like some days I would see her at school, or some days I wouldn't, and nobody really would know what was going on with her. And she lived just like up the street from me, so I would just go to her house and kick it with her. But again, she never really opened up about it until like it was just like to the point where she couldn't understand what was going on with herself. So it was more so just like her body changing. And I just started asking her questions like, "Are you sure you're okay?" and stuff like this, and telling her like what I've been noticing. She just opened up to me about it. And yeah.
How did you feel when she opened up to you about it?
Really, I didn't know how to feel. I just was wondering like how she was still being herself. Like how was she still coming to school and just acting like nothing was there, like nothing was happening. Just being like strong and going like day-to-day basis with herself and still smiling and stuff. And it was just like it gave me a lot of encouragement because like you never really know what a person goes through. So yeah.
Absolutely. And that is really dope because people don't understand, and it's a
Mhm.
lot of warriors that's not at where she at or where she
Mhm.
was. They still mad, and going through the motions because they haven't accepted or haven't got the help it is that they needed. And it's just so refreshing to hear other people still living well with it.
Yeah.
That is super dope. um so we're gonna move on to art intimidating life.
Yeah.
I like this one. So, as we've been filming, what moment felt the most real or challenging when pertaining to the supporting role to a lead character navigating illness?
Hmm. Well, I would say that it wouldn't be coming from me, more so like with our director. Sometimes, Teddy can be like really like on ya. So just like sometimes it is kind of like, okay, well, like leave her alone. One of those type of moments, just not being able, I'm not gonna say not being able to say anything, but just knowing where Teddy is coming from and the place that he's coming from, just like I don't know, I'm just the person that always speaks up for other people, or,
Yeah.
not even knowing they need to be, talked for. But that's just my problem. Like if I feel like, some things are being a little like, okay, you don't know how she feeling today. Like that would probably be the most I struggle with is like being quiet. Yeah.
That's not a bad thing though. That's basically being an advocate. That's what an advocate is.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's really a great strength that you have. Like for you to see it as a problem is really for us that understand and knows that is
Yeah.
totally not a problem. It's probably a problem for the people, the other
Yeah.
person that's doing the act, but it's really not that's not a bad thing. Did this role change or deepen your understanding of what it truly means to show up for someone with an autoimmune disease?
Yes, it did. And again, I'm not gonna say like drastically because again I had a friend with it. It just took me back to the protective mode that I needed to be when I was in school with her. So yeah.
Mm. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, me and her, we had like a crazy friendship because we didn't like each other at first. So it always be those type of friendships. And I would say like, even though like she was going through what she was going through, like she still didn't allow people to walk all over her or like treat her as if they knew what was going on with her. So like she had a smart mouth, she did. So it would get us in a lot of trouble with like teachers and stuff like that. And sometimes the teachers really didn't know what was going on with her because she was a very like introverted person and closed off. So she's a fire sign, she's an Aries. So like they choose where they want to, go, but basically just like having her back and like making sure like okay, you can do all this you want to, but at the end of the day, you need to protect yourself. But I'm gonna be the protector. Like I don't need you yelling and screaming and using all of your energy because you need to save that for you. You
That is
know.
beautiful.
Yeah. So and
That is
yeah,
beautiful.
she seen me sharing everything and she shared that and she just was like, I'm so proud to have you as a friend because like yeah.
I would definitely like to meet her.
Okay.
So, friend, I would definitely like to meet you soon. What's her name?
Janae.
Shanae.
Janea.
Shania.
Hmm.
That's really cute. That's really
Please
cute.
forgive me for saying your name.
Um, how did you prepare emotionally, not just professionally, for a role that carries this much responsibility and realism?
Hmm. Now, I would say the most I prepared for was like my script, like rehearsing it, but I just feel like the character itself it very much so fits me.
It
So it comes
does.
natural. It's just natural. But sometimes I do know that I do talk fast, or like sometimes I may just be nervous. I still get those butterflies, so I'll be having to remind myself to just calm down and be yourself. So
You being my best friend on the set is dope
yeah,
because I feed off energy and I feed off you so bubbly all the time. I'll be like, why is she laughing? And it makes me laugh.
yeah,
So the fact that we are best friends in a role, like it's really easy to gravitate towards you. It's
mm-hmm.
easy to because you know when you was off that one day, I never seen you been off out of all the times we've been
Yeah.
rehearsing. Never seen you been off. Never seen you like that. That's why I'm like, are you okay for
Yeah.
real? Because this ain't you. You know? I couldn't get into the acting role because you
Yeah.
was thrown off, and I'm just like, yeah, this ain't you. You okay, baby? You know what I'm saying? It went into that mode because I'm like, this is not her work.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty dope. It's really good to know people personalities and who they
Yeah.
really are. It's very good to pay attention to people. A lot of people don't pay attention to people. So when they do something as small as you did, it could be
Yeah.
very big, but it's like, okay, what's going on? What's wrong with you? Because this ain't you. So I feel like a lot of people need to be more aware of
Mm-hmm.
people personality traits and characteristic traits and things it is that they do so they can be of help if in need if they have an introverted person like you or closed off or standoffish like that.
Yeah.
So that's real dope.
I agree.
We're going to be moving to behind the scenes, the unspoken moments. In the film, there are moments where words aren't spoken,
Mm.
just energy, presence, and reaction. How important are those quiet moments in telling this story?
Hmm. I would say it's very important, but very much so intimidating because, like, sometimes you just never know, like, what we're walking into, like the energy and how's everybody feeling and stuff like that. But it always comes out to be a beautiful energy, and just sometimes the quietness is needed because we do need to understand, like, and tap into the character itself, and those moments matter to me. Yeah.
I definitely will say that. And the moment that I noticed that the quietness mattered at that time is when Aaron was doing it.
Yeah.
I looked because I was talking to him and then he just went quiet. And I looked and I'm like, oh, he's studying his words. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? Let me do what he doing because it was very well so needed. So
Mhm.
I'm glad that I seen him do that because I just be talking and doing my own thing. Sitting there for those moments that we have while they're getting things together is very important to close your eyes and
Mhm.
let those words flow because he definitely do a good job on his character. His
Yeah.
lines is like I'm like, oh, I need to be like you. Teach me, help me. But yeah, quiet moments are definitely needed and scary at the same time
Mhm.
because you don't
You
know.
don't know
Like, am I in trouble at this big old grown age?
what's going on.
What did you learn about reading emotional causes when the lead actor is exhausted, overwhelmed, or silently struggling?
Hmm. Because sometimes I be having to take. It's like sometimes you do have to pay attention to like body language and things of that nature, and having to like act that and present that as a character. I feel like it takes a lot from that person. So for me, it'd be more like inspiration because it's like you can snap back into this person to be this person and that person all while battling what you're battling. So it's just unique to me.
Really?
Hmm.
That's dope to hear that. Because all I ever get is, how do you do it?
Yeah.
That's the words that I get. I just be like, I don't know. And I'm like, I used to say I don't know all the time, but I'm like, God.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I don't even know how I do all of the things that I do. I really don't. And a normal person that do not have nothing wrong with them, I'm talking about physically, mentally,
Hmm.
um, I can't speak spiritually or anything because I don't know, but to be in that uh healthy human form of a body, they don't even do what I do.
Hmm.
I've seen people that just like, huh? You only went to work and now you just tired for the rest of the things. I got like 10 more things to do and probably 11 more things I'm not going to be able to touch.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that. But talking to a lot of warriors and being diagnosed over 20 years with lupus, I'm starting to notice a lot of people with autoimmune diseases is multitaskers. Like,
Hmm.
we got to go back to school. We got to educate. We got to have this. We got to have that. And I feel as though because so much got taken from us, or we don't want to feel like we're sick, like something is
Yeah.
wrong with us, like we can't do what a normal person would do.
Yeah. I get that. It's like, it's to me, it's like it makes you more like unique to me.
Yeah, I like that word. That's why I said like that. That's a very good word. You know what I mean? And for me personally, being a multitasker, I can't really tell you if it came from me being sick because I
Yeah.
got sick so young. But before I got sick, I played soccer. I was a league cheerleader. Like I played sports. Like, so I was always an active kid,
Hmm.
but I didn't have the chance to, you know what I mean, um, be a multitasker while I was a kid to see if that's who I was before I was ill,
Hmm.
which is pretty interesting because you're jogging my memory.
You didn't let it stop you.
No, I can't, and I just be like, honestly, I be having to give my own self a pat on my back. Like,
Hmm.
I be having to stop, look in the mirror, and be like, you really hurt for real. Like,
Yeah.
you're really doing that. Because the small tedious things that we need to do for our business,
Hmm.
the long conversations we have, the emails we have to send, the calls we have to go on top of is, I don't have a 9 to 5, but that's what a traditional job. A nine going, getting up for my 9 to 5, and then on top of, I have another partner over here with another business that we share together that's not mine,
Hmm.
but dealing with that and then my personal friends and my personal life, it just be like stuff is never really actually done. So then at that moment, I always said I would never. I'm gonna go above and beyond, but I will never exhaust myself for a company that can replace me. I'd rather build
Mm.
my own legacy, and that's exactly what it is. That me and my team is doing.
Yeah.
Like, me and my team is amazing. Like, I love my team. I love y'all. Okay. Um, I love my team because without a team, there is no Lupus has no face. There is
Hmm.
no SNA consultant. There is no podcast. There is none of that. I'm still who I am. I still have those thoughts. I still have those dreams, those ideas, but I need other people with their special expertise to bring that to life. Like, I have a
Yeah.
vision. I have my mission. I have all of this on paper. Now I need somebody to make it go.
It takes a village.
Yeah, people don't understand that.
And that's just like that's confirmation for me today. Like
Oh,
that's
for
why it's like
uh-huh.
good that you're speaking on that because a lot of people do need to speak about the villages and it does take a village. Yeah.
You know what? We gonna talk about that on my other podcast. Just, I have another podcast called Glamorous Conversations, and that is something totally different from Lupus Has No Face. Because I do so many things,
Mm-hmm.
we built the Savannah Burks brand. So that's another side of me that the people give.
Yeah.
Versus the Lupus Warrior. You
Mm-hmm.
know, advocating all of those things, but you will find your team. Um, like I prayer is everything. Okay. Prayer is everything. But know what you want. Don't be indecisive about things that you don't want, because if you indecisive, your team is going to be indecisive.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be together first. Your mission, whatever it is that you're doing, have to be solid first, and then you go search for your team. And you gonna go through some people. I went through a lot of people within the last 6 years, but now I feel like I have a permanent team.
Yeah.
Because they've been here for a while, they've been consistent and everything. So I'm hoping that they don't go nowhere. But if the person on your team change, things still go, because you the driver.
Mm-hmm.
It's my baby. So people can be replaced, but the people that's on your team is they family. So you have to talk to them. You have to do things. That's people that you're gonna be working with like all the time. So when you find your tribe like that and you're comfortable and they respect you and they honor what it is that you say, you respect them, because even if it's your dream and your baby, sometimes you gotta let your people talk. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And throw their ideas out there too, because their job is to help you. But yeah, so you will find your team. And if somebody left, it's still going because it's your baby.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. Um, how did you balance being supportive on scenes without losing your own emotional grounding as a character?
Hmm. That's a good question. I guess I try not to project on people because I know how that feels. Like, I always felt like I was the empath, so I felt like my duty was to help others always. So I would put my emotions or what I have going through aside to make sure another person is good because that's my boost. So I think that will be it. Like just making sure others are good. I check on myself. I check in with myself. But like if it's time to rehearse or act or something with the script or something in that nature, I just make sure my teammates is good before me because like it's an energy thing. Like I know I can check in mentally whenever I need to with myself. You know, others may not be able to know how to do that. So just being like an example or a leader to how that may look.
Now, when you say tap in mentally, I'm one of those people that do, but I also know it takes a lot to do that and it's
Mm-hmm.
draining. So, what fills your cup back up when you do that?
I would say praying is one. Praying is one. Long baths, something in that nature. Or if I'm like out in public, probably just prayer, like in my head, mental a mental prayer, or just calming myself down. You're okay. You are right. Breathe in, breathe out, like stuff like that. I have to do that sometimes more than often because that helps me um be okay. And I am an overthinker, so I do have to find different ways to calm me down and tap myself back into being here in reality and not so
Much
in
in
my
your
head.
head.
Yeah.
Wow. So when you, because I'm an overthinker, and it's beautiful that you are self-aware. You're aware of a lot of things that you've done. So that's beautiful. A lot of people would never be aware of their actions and what they do and their thoughts of things. They're calm down, self down.
Hmm.
So that's the beautiful thing. So when you do that and you say prayer works for you, is that all? Because sometimes it's like, okay, I pray, right?
Hmm.
I'm still upset. I'm still
Yeah.
mad. I need something else. Like, God, I know you got me and I know it's on your time, but what I'm about to what I'm about to do next?
Well, okay. So
The instant gratification.
moving around helps me. Dancing, music, or writing, poetry, being around other people with bright energy, stuff like that. People who love me, who I know if I go over here, I know I'm gonna get loved on. I don't have to question that. But more so, I lean more so into music and listening to beats or poetry, going out and about, dancing all night long. Yeah,
I
that'll do
love that.
it.
And that's definitely is the energy releaser. And
Mhm.
when you said you're an overthinker, do you, like you say you calm yourself down, right?
Mhm.
But do you ask that person for clarification or confirmation, or do you wait till you get it? So your overthinking of that situation can be calm.
To be completely honest with you, I believe in trusting my instincts. So it
Oh,
depends on what we dealing with in the situation because I'm the type of person I believe that people are like fully aware of their actions and what they're doing and the type of energy that they're giving out. So it really depends on the situation. But if it's like an environment where we're at a set or at a job, obviously I have to take it the professional route and maybe have a conversation, or maybe I need to check myself. Sometimes
Mm.
it may be me. Sometimes I may not know that I'm lingering from earlier about some energy, or sometimes I'm not really aware of something is affecting me. So I do have to check myself before I check anybody else. And if I cross everything off on me, then okay.
I love it. You are something. I love it. I absolutely love it. Um, so how do you balance being supportive on scene without losing your own
That's a
emotions?
good one because I'm goofy. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so I don't know because I'm very goofy. Like that's probably the biggest thing about me. I'm always laughing. So sometimes it is moments where we need to be serious. But I would say Teddy. Teddy will be like he'll pull me back in, like, or say, for example, like the day I was off that day, like I couldn't really focus because I knew I had so much in my head, but just seeing you serious that day, like owning it, like it was like, okay, I need to get up. I need to do what I need to do because my partner is up here doing it dang. And I'm like, no, I got to make sure we good as a team. So that's inspiring. So seeing somebody else just like, okay, what you doing? Stuff like that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That is super super dope. That was a moment for me last
Yeah.
week because I was
You was on fire,
I,
girl.
I was practicing for. I've been
You
practicing.
did
Okay,
such a great job.
thank you so much, and I'm gonna kill Teddy too because he changed my scene at the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
So our scene that we're shooting together
Mm-hmm.
is later. So he's
Okay.
making me shoot the other scene with somebody else that I have not been practicing
Oh
on
my.
that scene. I'm like, Teddy,
Yeah, because at first I thought it was the 22nd. Okay, yeah. It definitely
he
changed.
switched it.
He switched it.
And my anxiety is like, but Bree, that's my thank you, Bree. She said, I got you. I can feed you lines if you need it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah.
Yeah, you need that.
I would need that. Let's move on to love, support, and real life reflection.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think people misunderstand most about being in a relationship, romantically, family, or friendship with someone who has lupus? Wow.
Hmm. I would say y'all strength. I feel like y'all shouldn't have limits to y'all selves. Like I feel like when people deal with people with lupus, they try to put limits on y'all. And I feel like y'all shouldn't have no limits. You shouldn't feel sorry for me. Like, not saying like you shouldn't have sympathy for me. I'm saying like you shouldn't make me feel like I'm not able to do what you can't do. Or you
Yes.
shouldn't make me feel like it's limits to stuff. Or if I tell you something that I'm interested in and you like, oh, I don't think you should do that. You're not worried. To me, that's speaking negativity into my plans. So I may need to take it somewhere else. I feel like it should be a lot of encouragement and stuff like that, a lot of encouragement, because you don't know, like some people may not be okay with what's going on with them, and I feel like a lot of encouragement and more positive energy instead of oh and oohs. No, encourage me, make me feel powerful, empower me, like, not don't make me feel like everything is I'm stepping on stones or something, or I can't do what I need to do because you feeling sorry for me. So I would say encouragement, yeah, and no, don't put limits on y'all.
Tone, you got something to say about that? You got a mic over there? I just wanted to hear your perspective since you and I work together. So I just would like to see. She definitely eating.
We got whole episodes. If y'all go and make sure y'all check those episodes out on Lupus Has No Face podcast. We have whole episodes where me and you have had the conversation of how I admire your resiliency and
Mm-hmm.
even how you have changed my perspective of how I look at an individual with an invisible
Yeah.
illness, even looking at past ways I've behaved towards those with invisible illnesses. And fun fact, because since I'm writing the script, that she loves exclusives and she already knows that one of the main characters in my story is an individual who is actually dealing with lupus, and she's finding out, and she's trying to navigate her whole entire life. So you've also inspired my art as well as my life in regards to both personal and business.
Say that.
Thank you.
That the gas you wanted?
No, that you trying to make me cry on set?
Of course.
No, seriously, because me as well, because I had no clue until when you started being my partner and you came into the crew. Like when I first met you, I had no clue. No clue. Until I went on your page and everything. I was like, wow. You really inspired me.
Y'all pulling on my
Girl, you gonna make me cry.
heartstrings.
I was just saying that like you are something, girl.
God, thank you. Like, thank you, Lord, because so many people have been telling me, I'm talking about people I look up to, have been telling me, like, dude, you are inspiring. You really doing your thing. Like, and to me, it's good to hear that sometimes because I do so much that I'm not seeing it instant gratification. And I know it's not supposed to be instant gratification, but sometimes I just be like, come on, some gotta give. But it's already giving in a different way. And that makes me so happy. And when I hear things of that nature, it makes me go so much hard. Like it makes me go harder. It excites me. It you add gas to me. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? But my friends, they all treat me different. Like my producer, he get on my nerves sometimes. He more baby cradling me, trying to tell me I ain't going outside and stuff like that. So he more of dude, I need you to not overexert yourself. I need you to go home. I need you to go get a massage. I need you to do this so you can be good. And he be right.
Also,
but I just be like, yes.
I need you to drink some water right now because you're affecting your throat.
You need that. You need all different type of flavors. That's how it works.
I'm gonna drink my water.
That's how it works.
But he does that, and he irritates me with that. But I need that because I know what he's saying is true. And then I have other friends. They don't want to say nothing that's gonna make me feel like it's a ooh and ah. So they really don't know. But I can tell when they are timid around me that they're trying to figure it out. So I express, and it'll be okay. Then it'll be their cue. So some of my friends wait to care for me because they don't want to make me feel like I'm sick, and some overplay their part. No, they don't overplay their part. But I need all of that though. And I'm grateful for all of that. Because if I'm really sick or whatever, and thank God I haven't had a flare up in forever. If I'm not talking to my crew, we have a set thing. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna come to my house, they're gonna check on me, I'm loved enough to know that somebody's gonna come for me, come to my help.
Yeah.
Hopefully be on time. It'll be a couple days late, but they coming for me. How do you think this film can help partners, caregivers, and loved ones understand their role better?
That's a good question. Understand their role better. I mean, I think it would be just based off like just mentally checking yourself, like because maybe you're seeing something, maybe it's a reflection. Maybe you're seeing something that you may have done and now you seeing it how it look through your eyes. So it may change your perspective on things or the way you do things, or maybe it is encouragement. Like, oh, okay, maybe I should do things this way, or maybe this way works better. Maybe I should try it that way. I think that's what it is. It changes perspectives. Just a reality check, checking yourself. Yeah.
Definitely a mindset. If your mindset there, your body going, but your mindset gotta be there. And sometimes for people, it's like a warfare. You battle because it's like on one end you're elevating, but on the other end you still want to dibble and dab into the things that you should not be doing. So it's a warfare. You know what I'm saying? It's not so much of what I ain't supposed to be doing because God always give us a choice. But when you elevate, it is really hard. You be battling yourself in your head, and it's some. I speak for myself. Sometimes I get angry. Sometimes I just cry, and I'm just like, you know what I mean? Because sometimes most of the times while elevating, if you don't have the right people around you, it's lonely. And it's lonely even when you have the money,
Mm-hmm.
because you're doing everything it is that you want to do. And I know that material things, I like to have it. That's
Mm-hmm.
my life since I've been born, right? It's a part of who I am to
Mm-hmm.
look a certain way, to have certain things, but none of that fulfills me. You know what I mean? None of that fulfills me. I'm a lover girl. I love love.
Mm-hmm.
And I love to see other people win. And I love to be in a position where I can get other people to eat. And that is satisfying for me. Being at peace
Mm-hmm.
is satisfying for me. Having somebody to call me up for a big ticket that they need and me able to help them, that's satisfying for me. So I pray to be in a position where I can help other people
Mm-hmm.
or put them in position, because I am a guide. I'm a guide. I'm a giver. I'm a lover. I'm a supporter and all of those things. So it makes me happy to see my people happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it definitely does. If my people not where they at, it stresses me out. And I'm not gonna say stresses me out to the, it kind of works my brain. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? But and I'm a fixer, so I got a problem with people trying to do businesses with me or whatever, and it's, their business is not how it's supposed to go, and I'm in there just fixing it, and then I'm the person that's running it, and it's like, no, let me step my lane back over here and
Mm-hmm.
let you have your baby over here. I'll be here to assist if need so. You understand what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
do have that fixer problem. I want to fix everything. Yeah, that's all. Okay. Yeah. So I get what you were saying. I get what you were saying. We're not gonna go too far into that. Not gonna go too far in there. Um, how's working on the project shifts? How's working on the project shifts how you show up in your own real life relationships?
Ooh. Um. Well. Well. First of all, working at jobs and working with women, and they see that you are doing something other than just working there, to them it could be intimidating, and it has a lot of targets on your back, because it's
Mm,
like, oh, okay, she's not just here, she could just blow up overnight. And a lot of people, I feel like that's not talked about a lot when, like, you're working at, like, certain jobs, and you're dealing with women, and they see that light on you, and they see that light and what you're capable of. Sometimes it could be scary, because you never know, like, what people may think of, and sometimes they show you what they think. So just having to remind myself that this could potentially be something that works out for me, and I could take off, and then just with, like, my everyday people, seeing them pour into me and help me get to where I need to go and execute this role is really big for me, because I'm not used to that. I was never used to having, like, a big supportive team. Like, I grew up, the way I grew up was all of our family was distant, and it's a lot with my mom and my childhood trauma and stuff like that. So it's just like having the support now, and God putting me in certain people path is very encouraging, but also it can be a bit scary, because it's like, okay, well, I hope this works out, and I hope this, take off in something, because you have big dreams for yourself and big goals, but you meet certain people that they may try to, like, make you feel small, or make you feel like you're not doing enough, like, far as, like, my work life. But, like, my son and my best friend, they help me and they support me and they pour into me. So that's really great for me.
that is so dope. And I just want to touch a little bit on the scary part.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the scary part, facts, a scary part is when people grow up with conditional love.
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand that they had conditional love their whole life,
Mm-hmm.
but their actions is, and for somebody that they come in contact with have been loved the proper way.
Mm-hmm.
And being loved the proper way doesn't mean you don't go through anything. It means having unconditional love versus conditional love.
Mm-hmm.
Conditional love is, I love you with conditions. I love you if this, if that. If this is not going on, I'm pulling my love back. That's what that is, and people don't understand it, and that's why relationships and a lot of relationships are battling and hard and scary, like you said, because it's like, if my not this is not me, if my own parents didn't love me and they abandoned me, how can somebody else love me. And people can still love you. You have to be accepted to the love that you are getting. And I have people that's up here and I tell them like, girl, I'm proud of you or whatever. And she told me, she was like, that felt weird. Nobody, it, and this girl, you would think she would heard something like this. Ambiance is crazy, business is booming. And she was like, I just thought that was a little weird because she never had nobody, pour into her really. And I'm just like, that's normal to me. You understand what I'm saying? So I love to love on those unconditionally, and loving people unconditionally can be very hard and very challenging, especially for the people that have been loved with conditions. So I do understand that. We're going to move on to growth, empathy, and resilience. What was the most humbling lesson this role taught you about empathy?
I would say just in the script, it is a lot going on with different scenarios and different situations, and a lot of stuff that I haven't really been exposed to, like just reading the script and certain stuff. So just having to try to put myself in other shoes, without like, well, being small minded about it. Like, well, I don't know how that feels, so I don't think this is for me, pretty much. But just trying to put myself in people's shoes and not be small minded, because I was never exposed to certain things that happen that's going on in the strip in the script, or just like or say if you do struggle with your lines or something, just being natural at it, just not being like very boastful about it. Do that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That definitely makes sense. Do movies help you? Recommended some movies. They recommended me some movies to look at.
Oh yeah, I watched one of the movies you recommended. I don't remember the name of it, but was it Him and Her? No, that wasn't the one you recommended. It was a movie you recommended, and I put in my notes and I watched it.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, I'm
But
like, I watched it though.
did it help?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's like the romance, I think it was Him and Her. I think you did.
It could have been. I don't remember.
But yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I was never into like romance movies.
Really?
So meeting you is like a treat for me, because it's like, okay, she's gonna be. I don't show myself side. Everybody think I'm real tough. I'm sensitive, but
I don't
it's
get
so
that
funny
from you.
And that's because I feel
You
like
just so like
you see that
so
side of me. You bring out that side of me.
really.
Yeah, because I'm comfortable around you. A lot of people are like, she uptight. Like, she is me.
We have two complete stories. If anybody asks me, I'll be like, she's so girly and just so feminine. Like, I
Girl.
love it.
Ask certain people, they be like, she is mean. She, maybe the people at work, but
That is funny. Oh my God. Lord, thank
never
you.
into romantic movies. I'm like, turn this off. But I liked that movie. It was
You
really
did?
deep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I cried, girl. Cried like a baby. I was like, this why I watch this. I don't got time to be feeling like this.
But it touches your emotions.
It
It
gives
makes
you
yes.
It gave me hope. Yeah.
Hope and faith. You gotta have both. Hope and faith. Like it tunes you in. I love it. How do you personally recharge or protect your energy when supporting someone through heavy moments on or off camera?
Ooh, I feel like I do that every day. Knowing your intentions, setting the intention and knowing the intention. So I do this thing where I use sage, and a lot of people are very much against it. But when I use it because it's like an energy cleanser to me, and I set the intention on the day, set the mood I want to be in, and I try not to allow anything to ruin what I had set for myself that day.
Ooh.
So just being very intentional. That's what it is for me. Setting the tone and the intent for the day.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm very intentional, especially when it comes to my dating life, but I don't have a dating life.
Girl, I gotta find you.
Whatever, y'all. But that's good to have intentions for the day. I never set intentions for the day.
Set some intentions because it'll always bring you back.
It will.
Like, oh, I gotta get myself together. Like, I just had a wardrobe malfunction, and it was just like, oh my gosh, I'm getting discouraged, and I'm just like, you know what? I just pray. I just said that this was going to be great, so we're going to be great.
And you're great.
Yeah,
I love that. I love your energy.
it's you, girl. You contagious.
Contagious to my husband. I need to be contagious to my husband. Where he at? Oh my God. Why do you think stories like this are necessary, especially for communities living with invisible illnesses?
It gives people hope and faith, and you don't even understand that somebody is like. I hope my friend watching because, yeah, I feel like when she seen that, like your platform, she was so excited. And like I'm not gonna say I rarely see her like that, but lately, like her mood has been like a little down lately. So I feel like being that leader and that inspiration to people, it gives them a lot of faith and hope and joy and encouragement because yeah, I feel like when she seen that made her so happy, and I couldn't even see her face to face, but I felt it. Yeah, because she shared that and she was like, yes, this is so beautiful. I feel like you're giving her a lot of encouragement, and I can't wait for y'all to meet. And then I met somebody at Rainbows. Yes, I shop at Rainbows, y'all. Don't be missing out. But it's so crazy because I met a lady. I'm gonna give you her information too.
Okay.
I think her name is Shasta. I don't want to pronounce it wrong, but didn't even know she was battling the same thing. Because I was telling her what I was getting ready for. I was like, should I wear a dress or should I look more presentable because this is what I'm doing? And then she was like, oh, if you're gonna be talking about lupus, I need you to look real professional. And she was like, I better with that. And never been to that Rainbows. I walk past it because that's where I go get my nails done. But I always be like, they don't never got nothing. But I went in there and that was crazy to me because I kept running into people that was like, okay. So yeah, I gave her the information. She followed me on Facebook now too.
That is so like you just got radiation through my body. Like you guys, this is literally what I do it for. We're not in a box. You know what I'm saying? We can do anything. Doctors, nurses, construction workers, we can do anything we put our mind to. It's definitely going to be hard to be consistent, to be persistent, to be dedicated. But if you want something, anything in life, whether you have an autoimmune disease or not, you have to have those things in order to be successful. You have to have the idea. You have to be able to execute it. So again, when people, I'm a poster girl now they call me the lupus girl, but I am also a different person. This is a part of me. And that's why I have the Savannah Burks brand. That's why I have the Glamorous Conversations, because it's a different part of me. It's my life, and we are living well with lupus over here. So I want you guys to live well with lupus. I don't want nobody criticizing the things that I do because I'm human too. I'm just educated enough, and I have the expertise and the training and me being a nurse and things of that nature and being a warrior. I'm educating you guys on how to live well with lupus. I'm not just this person that never does anything. I do it in moderation, but that's where the coaching come in at, the one-on-one coaching. But again, this is why I do it, to give you guys hope, to give you guys faith, resources. I am here not to only inform you guys, I want to give you guys somewhere to go. So this is not the end. I anything that I do, you're going to be educated. I'm going to feed you, and then I'm going to have you go somewhere to continue your living well with lupus journey. But you have to be the starter point. You have to want to do it. You have to accept it, and you have to go from there. So that is I love it. That's what I do it for. That's exactly what I do. That literally dropped the damn mic right there. Okay. This is for the people that's what. Thank you guys. Thank you, sister Yasu. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, we're normal people.
Love.
You know what I'm saying? But we're living well doing it. This message is for the audience. If someone's watching this film is a co-star in real life to a lupus warrior, what do you want them to walk away with and understanding? So that is something that you guys, I want to hear from you guys as a question to you. So I would like for you guys to answer that. And if you didn't understand what I said, right? Repeat, and I'll say it again. And then the second thing is, what would you say to someone who loves a person with lupus but doesn't always know how to show up correctly? What I'm gonna say for that, teach your partner, your friends, your children, all of the things. And when you're telling them that, tell them to read that. Go get a book for them, because reading something hits way different than us telling someone that we have lupus. We don't give them the book definition. We don't give them all that. So sometimes people brains don't understand it, but once they read it, they will definitely understand it and definitely see a different perspective out of that. You have to teach people how to love on you. You got to tell people what you need, what you can do, what you can't do. For me, when I was in college and we used to go a lot of trips, Anita, she understood everything. Um, the people that she was with didn't understand everything. And I used to go missing because I had to reapply my sunscreen. I had to do certain things in order for me to enjoy my out of townness. But I was okay. And people used to ask, like, why do you do this? Why do you do that? And she was a protector too. She didn't like that. She we did an interview together, Anita. She did not like that. But again, I chose to take care of myself. I'm not gonna not take care of myself to just have fun and then be sick on the trip. We're not doing that. So for the words, we gotta be comfortable with what it is that we're doing. If we gotta rest, we gotta rest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tone, can you put someone answered? Oh, hey, Princess, how you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. And you guys, please share, like, and subscribe. We're gonna move on to the closing. In one statement, how this is for you, babe. In one sentence, how would you define what it means to be the best supporting actor in real life, not just on scene?
Being authentic and not just being there, like being intentional and authentic. Yeah, that'd be it for me, because it's a lot of people that could fake a lot of things and mask a lot of things so they care, and just showing proof, not just talking about it, being about it. Yeah.
Actions. You know, we all know that the notes is on the Facebook. You put the little notes on there. I just said, I think I said, you have, I said something to the nature of, you have to let go of the actions, but it sounds so sweet hearing the lion lips. So when someone says something, it sounds so good to ourselves sometimes, right? And we be wanting them to continue to do what it is that they're doing, because that's what drew us in. So I call that a sweet lion lip. But their actions is totally different. But their actions aligned it when they had that mask on. Now that the mask is gone and they in your space, it's a lot of conflict because they are not who they presented themselves to be in your space.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, so for me, I love you guys. I do. Like I said, I love that you guys support me. You've been rocking with me for 6 years. I love it. And I'm here to make a difference through the nation. You know what I'm saying? I have been making a difference through the nation. I have evidence. I put it up there. And I love when I get text messages when I'm out of town telling me that the product helped grow their hair. Like, I love hearing like my remedies work. The remedies and stuff is in the book, Guide Living Well with Lupus, that's on Amazon, or like I said, you can go to www.lupushasnoface.com, and that's really helped. That's what helped me. So everything that I do is not gonna help everybody. You may need more than I need. You know, it's like a weight thing, but I never got to the lab to do things like that. But this is the things that I always go back, that's gonna get me straight. You understand what I'm saying? So before we go ahead and close out, do you have anything that you're doing? Do you have anything that you want the audience to follow? What's going on with Dasani?
I told you I was kind of introverted, but I'm really private. Like, but if you want to be in my world, you can follow me on Instagram, Dasani314. I just do a lot of creativity things and just being creative and just being myself. Don't never know where it's going to take me, but yeah, I am a music artist. I do love music, but I'm not like, it's a hobby. It's for fun. I may be singing something that you may feel or something, that you may need to hear. I might be speaking about something. So just follow me on Instagram, Dasani314. And yeah, thank you.
Support my beautiful queen. It is free. Go on there to her page, like and share. That is free, y'all. So before we get on out of here, I thank you so much for coming and taking out the time out your day to be on this platform.
Mhm.
I know this is going to definitely touch somebody. So we are just making noise in the nation, just letting everybody know we are not in a box. You know what I'm saying? Go
Mhm.
out here and live your life and live it well while taking care of yourself. You understand what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And again, shout out to Teddy TV, the Rise crew. Thank you guys so much for making the Black History Month for the Lupus Has No Face podcast inspirational. Um, we are having a diaper drive, you guys. So we are having our annual diaper drive. We are collecting diapers, baby essentials, depends. We are collecting all of those things up into February 28th. Okay. If you do not want to go to the store, if you don't want to do anything, we have you can make a donation on the website or you can make a donation to the Cash App. The website is lupushasnoface.com and the Cash App is L as in Larry, H as in Henry, N as in Nancy 2020. I don't care if it's $1 or anything. It would be very grateful so we can go ahead and help our community. Tony, did you put that up on there? It's scrolling on there. Okay, thank you. He's such a wonderful producer. I don't even know why I asked. He has it in the bag. So yes, guys, please let's make this event great. It's going to be a free event. And it's you guys are going to help because you're donating these diapers and baby essentials. Again, you're going through anything, whether you have autoimmune disease or anything of the nature. My book is literally for overall. It's a guide living well with lupus. Go ahead and purchase that. Go ahead and purchase that book. It would definitely speak to you. I definitely would like to hear reviews on a book as well. I have another one coming out, so stay tuned for that. Um, and we are taking new clients for SNA coaching, whether it's business or life and wellness, and amongst other things. Every case is case by case basis. So you can go to snacoaching.com, or you can go on the same platform and reach out me and my partner Antonio Luckett. We got our hands in that. um am I missing anything else? Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to Lupus Has No Face every Wednesday live at 6:30ish. If you missed it,
Mhm.
please go ahead to Lupus Has No Face podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.